Hey guys, welcome to another day on the shop. Today we are finally going to take this out on the road a little bit. We've been doing the Red Devil, I'm doing circles here, the Red Devil block sealer, sealant, and as you see up here, there is rust color, but there is no water leaking. So after what we did with that, ran it, broke it in, now it's time to set it down, put some air in the tires, drive down the street, get some gas, and say hey to my buddy. So let's test this out. All right, well, we're starting. No, we're not starting. Cruising back, and everything looks good. The oil leak doesn't smell too good once I got there, but we going, and it's driving okay. I think it's got a miss. I think one of the plug wires isn't doing so good, so we just cruising, but water temperature's down. Alternator looks like it's actually working for a minute, so that's good. Oil pressure's good, so hopefully I make it home without catching on fire with the oil spilling out. So, let's get home. All right, well, we made it back into the shop. That wasn't too bad of a thing. Now, I'm gonna lift it up, check out up underneath it. Got a few other things I want to try out, probably a little bit later. I'm hoping I line this up good this time, because every time I put it in here, it's never lined up the way I want. I'm always hitting somewhere. Ooh, just perfect. All right. It just smells like burning oil right now, so let's lift this thing back up, take a look up under it, and see if that Red Devil block sealant worked good. And then we'll move on to the next project with this thing. So let's check it out. All right, up in the air now. Yeah, there's a decent amount of oil right there. All over the pan, all up, well, not too bad up front. All down the starter, down the back, so we got to deal with that later. And it looks like water's holding up good. All right, now we just gotta deal with some oil issues. And if we can deal with the oil issues among the transmission fluid, we'll be good to go. Only thing is I got to get it tuned because I'm tired of trying to tune it. It's not doing what I want it to do. So what's going to happen after this is I'm going to fiddle with it a little bit more, and then I think I'm going to take it to a shop and have them just dial in my my timing. I'm going to order one more thing for it, which is the timing dial for the what did I say, post 86. Yeah, post 86 350s or small blocks, so we can deal with that. But everything else looks good. Was talking about even going fuel injected. I really want to. I would love for somebody to sponsor me, but looking at this, I bought a fuel tank and a sending unit, and here's like a vent, and here's a return line, it looks like, because here's another vent right here. So yeah, I could definitely, more than likely, use this as a fuel injection line, or I would just do it myself. But need new tires, a couple other things. Everything's looking good. We're dialing this thing in slowly but surely. I'm enjoying, well, I can't say that because I'm really not. That water, yeah, this is dripping water from the radiator. I don't know why, or sorry, the overflow. I do have an overflow for this as well. The Turbo 400, I don't like it, no, at all. So yeah, like I said before, I do have a Vortec 350 with a 4L60 on there that I need to sit there and deal with, so that's what I'm going to do next. Well, looking at everything, I've got lots to do here. Talking about that Vortec, yeah, I'm more than likely, if I don't find a project for it, it's probably going to get sold. I would put it in here, but I need a new drive shaft. That's, and a control module for the actual transmission. Maybe not. I'll have to look. I might actually have all the wiring for it, and if I do, that would be a possibility. Really, I just need a slip yoke, because the slip yoke up here, actually that's not a slip yoke, is it? I don't know. No, it's not a slip yoke, but this is a slip drive shaft, which is okay, I guess, but I need a slip yoke for the other one, and it's I think 27 spun. So if I was to get that, I could actually change up a couple things on here and fix a couple things. This has a small leak, not as bad as it was, but yeah, this rear main seal is just bad. I don't like that. Exhaust is okay, everything else looks good, sounds good. The timing's off a little bit, the carb's off a little bit. I don't like a 3-speed. The 3-speed, it just winds out way too quick, and you're doing 50 with these 456 gears, and yeah, you're topped out quick. So it's either I change the rear end and leave everything else in, or I change the transmission, leave the rear end, and get a 4-speed, so I can actually drive around and it not be at like 4,000 RPMs doing 50 or 60. So that's just hard on this engine and all. Yeah, give me some comments and kind of insight, because if you've done a Vortec with a 4L60, I would like some insight, because I think I wouldn't mind that for right now. And we can go carbureted or not on the Vortec itself, but it'll get rid of the 350. We're gonna keep trying with the 350, but not too much more unless I change the rear end, because like I said, the gearing is just horrible towards the actual transmission and all. It's not a cruiser at all, because it's just way too high RPM. The rest of it, as of the body and everything else, we can work on, because I do have some components for stuff like that. I'm gonna have to start working on some stuff body work wise anyway, because I got rust and bubbles, and we got some places to fill in, and I want to make a panel for this eventually and figure that out. Or I might just buy a whole radiator support, and I don't think they're that expensive. They'd be easy to do that. So, but yeah, got an insight on the 4L60 and putting it towards an early model or late model, whatever you want to call this, 1980 Gen 2 Camaro. Give me some insight. So heck, we might do both. We might change out the rear end and do the transmission. I don't know. We will find out. But I want to say this is probably a short video-ish. So yeah, the Red Devil worked. That's the positive part. The next Red Devil part I have just to play around with is transmission sealer. I've got one more Red Devil product that I want to try, and that is the rear main seal. And so see if I can seal up a couple little oil leaks on it. I'm starting to be a fan of the Red Devil stuff. Hopefully this was, I don't know, pleasurable for you to watch me just drive 4 miles and talk about how Red Devil works. Like I said, this thing is not leaking an ounce of water right now. Not one little bit of water on it at all. We're gonna let it cool down and see if it opens that spot up, and if it doesn't, yeah, I'll be highly impressed. So there it is again. More work, more fun. Either we're gonna play with it until it blows up, or I'm gonna pull it and sell it. We'll find out something. I don't know. So, but thanks for joining into another, thanks for joining into another episode of The Shop, and until next time.